But okay, so let me go. Let's get started here. But Trey Gamer, it's nice to see other modern streamers. Hope you enjoyed. Hope your fans enjoyed watching it. Hope that, you know, by more streamers playing this event, it'll encourage people to play more, or play the event more often. So there we go. So Rakdos starting off with Blood Crypt, pretty average. And we have our Boggles player playing an Umbra, which kind of protects his Boggle. Umbra plus Keen Sense. Not the quickest clock, but good protection for his Boggle. Yeah, Boggles is a powerful deck. It's been around in Modern for basically forever. Just apologizing to Michelle for the long wait. It's hard winning sometimes, you know. There we go, Liana. This is Boggles' downfall. This is why Boggles is not dominant. You know, you saw Boggles crush all those other matchups, and then, you know, Liliana just undoes a lot of the work that Boggles just did. Tie-Dye Gamer, nice to see that you'll be here for next week. Like, Boggles is a very powerful deck if your opponent doesn't have any Edict effects. But, you know, as you see, Smokexbeer, the first opponent that Solid Primate just ran in probably that has Liliana's. And turn 3 Liliana was just devastating. Set him back so much. Like, he did discard, there was 3 enchantments on that Boggles. So he lost 4 cards there, so it was a 4-for-1. Damnation coming out too. Main deck Damnation. Damnation's not as good because Spider Umbra stops Glade Cover Spell from dying. Because Spider Umbra says if enchanted creature would be destroyed, instead of remove the Umbra, and then it's not destroyed. But, you know, still removing the Umbra, it's still pretty good. Rakdos Planeswalkers, eh? We got Chandra as well. Looks like he'll be able to kill the Liliana. So it looks like our Boggles player might be able to fight through this. He only has 1 card in hand, so he doesn't have the biggest clock. Ooh, Batterskull. Batterskull's actually gonna outsize this Boggle for now, but we'll see if that's the case. You know, like one or two top decks, this Glade Cover Spout could be bigger than the Batterskull. But, you know, Smokexbeer has bought himself a lot of time. Yeah, Smokexbeer was the guy who had triple Batterskull in play earlier against the mono red deck. That was a thing. So losers finals here. I'll probably make this a highlight as well. I know for sure winners finals I'll do a highlight and make a video of it, and definitely probably losers finals as well because this is interesting. You know, Rakdos Control. Not a deck you usually think of when you think of Modern, or Rakdos really. And Boggles is a deck that's always just there, you know. It's been around forever, doesn't always has the best finishes, sometimes it sneaks in a top 8 in an event. But, you know, we saw Qasali just crush match after match. Yeah, we're still going, we're in losers finals right now. So we're down to the last 3 players. From 17, we're down to 3. This Ledgewalker coming down with a Spider Umbra, so both of his Boggles are protected by Umbras. This one can't be blocked except by creatures with flying, so this one can get through the Germ Token. But Sully's at 1. You know, a burn spell off the top will kill him. A Chandra activation, just ping him for 1, will kill him, so Sully needs to find some pressure, find a life-linking aura. Something of that sorts. Boggles is the Dredge of Modern. I don't know if it's as bad as Dredge, but yeah, I guess that's not. Yeah, that's not a bad comparison. Look at this, Boggles flooding out, just drawing 8 lands. It's brutal. Going for the block there. Needs to just not die. Blood Moon. Ooh, Blood Moon main deck Blood Moon turns him off of white, so he can't play any lifelink enchantments really anymore. Try to tap that. Don't think he tapped it for what he wanted to. Probably wanted to get a white there, but I think that kind of shut it out. You know, if Grisoli could have always drawn a Daybreak Concord or Unflinching Courage, and that would have like made this big. Would have given him lifelink. Would have let him race, or at least keep up with the Germ token. But ooh, he drew Plains. Ethereal Armor. I don't think that's enough though. He drew his Plains, but at this point, I don't think it's enough. It's a little too late. But Smokexbeer has been able to take over this game. You know, with early pressure, just to stop any of his Boggles from getting big. Followed up by a Batterskull. Looks like Smokexbeer is going to win game 1. But Smokexbeer has some sick cards. He's like Liliana's for game 1. He has Blood Moon main deck for game 1s. Like discard effects. Yeah, Smokexbeer has the removal. That's the first creature he has been able to kill all day. Actually, he had another Spirit Dancer. Yeah, Boggles is the deck that, like, if people aren't expecting it on their radar, they don't prepare for Boggles, it can just come back and do really well at events. If people aren't packing enchantment hate, people don't play their Back to Natures or Lilianas or whatever they have as counters. Engineer Explosives is another big one. So there we go. So Smokexbeer is up a game against Pride Mage. There we go. They're currently in sideboarding. But as Mox Exchange just said right there, you know, they thank you for watching and playing the event, and I do as well. You know, I enjoy everyone who tuned in for the stream right now, who's still enjoying it. I'm glad everyone is enjoying our first event. I'm glad our event turned out well. You know, a lot of people showed up to play. That's what I was worried. That was what I was worried about. That like, oh, a lot of people just wouldn't show up for the first event. And then the last few days, we had like, I think it was like a few days leading into it, I had 8 people signed up. And then in the last like 2-3 days, we had like 12 people, 13 people sign up, which was huge. I know I posted on Reddit, like in the Modern forum or the Modern subreddit a few days ago, like 2 days ago, and that had a lot of like upvotes. So I think that's probably where a lot of people came from. How much will it be next week? What do you mean? As in, it's free to play, if that's what you're asking. It'll be free to play. How many people will enter? I don't know. As many people as they want to enter. No problem, man. I'm happy that everyone's enjoying it. Okay, let's see if they're ready. There we go. Next game started. Okay, right on the back. So turn 1 Dried Arbor played, followed by turn 1 Duress, getting rid of a Hydra. Actually, we get to see what's in his hand because it played a discard effect. Important to note. So, Grisoli's hand is Ethereal Armor, Plains, Ethereal Armor, Glade Cover Scout. So, Glade Cover Scout played off of that, and then Armor is probably going to be played on that. Now, the one thing about Dried Arbor that's huge in this deck is that it protects against Liliana. Because if he goes Liliana minus, he'll just discard his Dried Arbor. And it's also a creature that you can fetch for with your lands. You know, if you have a fetch land in play, and they go Liliana minus, you can fetch for the Dried Arbor and sack it. So that's one of Boggles' ways to play around sacrifice effects. We had 21 people who joined, and then we had 17 people who played, which is actually pretty good. there you go. So, like, all the winners will get the prizes, and apparently anyone who joined will get a little something too. So even if you play, you didn't cash, you just tell them, you know, tell me or Mockchange the email you signed up your account with for Mockchange, and we'll give you a little something. Boom. Engineer Explosives, another huge cyborg card against in this matchup. Like I was saying earlier. Engineer Explosives for 1, it killed the Glade Cover Spell plus 2 armors. That was a pretty big play. Rancor on Dryad Arbor. Not what you want to be doing in the Boggles matchup, but, you know, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. There you go. Also, yeah, the end of month we're having, basically we'll do the bigger, more people that show up for the end of the month event, the bigger bonus prize will be. So like it'll be the normal, probably $1 per like entry, and then it's like, oh, if we reach 36 people, then we'll add in this, or if we reach 64, we'll add in this. I don't know if we'll get that big, but like, you know, who knows? We might get that big. Ooh, there we go. Knight of Souls Betrayal. Like this match has been just Smokexbeer just having haymaker answers to Boggles decks. You know, I don't think Boggles can really beat a Knight of Souls Betrayal in play. I guess they could play they can play the, what's the O2? The O2 one that doesn't have hexproof. They can play that one and then put enchantments on it and try to win that way, but that one's weak to removal. It can die to terminates or other things. And the Blood Moon also is kind of annoying. It's going to limit the amount of white sources that the Boggles player have. Curse of Death Hold! Oh my god. Look at this. -2, -2. I think Boggles is dead. I think they're actually just locked out of the game. There we go. I was going to say Core Spear Dancer. I think this is it. I think Smokexbeer is going to go to the grand finals, where he's going to have a rematch against Michelle and see if he can beat Merfolk the second time around. I wonder how, like, you know, what caused Smokexbeer to lose against Michelle, because it seems like Knight of Souls Betrayal, Curse, Engineer Explosives, they're all cards that are good against Merfolk. Maybe we just didn't have the right draws. It's going to be interesting to see Smokexbeer's deck against Merfolk. Well, it'll be an interesting rematch. But, yeah, unfortunately for Pride Mage, don't think this is a really good matchup for him. You know, just accidentally it seems like Smokexbeer's deck is just very very good against Boggles. Yeah. You know, it looks like his run might have come to an end. He was doing really well for a long time. He like I said, Gasali started off in the losers bracket right away, and he just like rattled his whole way back, winning a ton of matches on stream. Look at that, the forest is gone because of Stone Rain. Doesn't even have a white source, or doesn't have a green source now. It's just a matter of time until Smokexbeer finds something to kill him with. A Batter Skull, maybe just Chandra pinging, who knows. I wonder what else Smokexbeer has as threats in the matchup. Okay, apparently something's being played. Oblivion Ring. Okay, Oblivion Ring can do something. It's gonna get rid of a Curse of Death Hold. So, in theory, he can go back to playing creatures. He can play Core Spear Dancer, and then like put something on it right away. No, yeah, don't say, you don't have to say the 75. Obviously, there's still other matches to be played. There's one more opponent after this. Plus, this game isn't over. Like, it's definitely, I would say 95% Smokexbeer is gonna win this, but you never know. That's why we play with the matches. There we go. So losers finals. Smokexbeer versus Qasali Pride Mage. Looks like it's winding down. Battleskull can answer for Core Firewalker. What do you mean? Battleskull can answer Core Firewalker. There we go. Smokexbeer's been declared the winner there. Boom. Smokexbeer wins 2-0 over Qasali.